Today I'm playing the career of this psychopath to see if he's just a one-hit wonder or if he'll actually become one of the best running backs in Giants history. He starts off his journey today as an 80 overall, which is crazy considering he's a 4th round rookie draft pick, and for his team to have any chance of making the playoffs this rookie season, he's gonna have to carry, literally. And one of the main things I'm interested in seeing today is with his wild play style and with him playing a position that doesn't typically last long, will he be able to play until 30? Now from here, we're gonna go ahead and simulate to the end of his rookie season to see if by chance he can win Rookie of the Year, which would be big because he needs to win at least 3 awards today to complete his career challenge. He also has to lead the NFL in both rushing yards and in rushing touchdowns. He also has to break at least one Giants record. He's got to muster up at least 5 playoff wins, while also eventually becoming a 95 overall and an X Factor. Cameron must also compile a season where he doesn't fumble a singular time. He must prove to us that he can make it to 30 without having to retire. And of course, ultimately, he has to win a Super Bowl. And if he fails just one of these 10 challenges, I have to buy his jersey and wear it in my videos for a week. And today's video breaks the record for the most challenges we've ever given to a singular player. But I think Cameron's up to the task. Brother, what in the world is going on? Hold on. There's just no way, dude. The Giants in Cam Skattebo's rookie season went out and got a first-round bye. Brother, for the Giants to make the playoffs, much less get a first-round bye, Cameron must have just put up one of the most historic rookie seasons of all time. I mean, what are the odds he can go ahead and win a Super Bowl? I mean, brother, we had a top 5 offense with a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back and a top 10 defense. No wonder. Now, Jackson was one of the best rookie seasons we have ever seen from a QB, but we are more interested in what his teammate did. Cameron went out and put up 1,245 yards and 13 tutties. Not too shabby for a rookie. 4.5 yards per carry, solid. Did fumble twice though, gotta be better, but 43 broken tackles is wild. Now typically I would say these are probably good enough numbers to win Rookie of the Year, but unfortunately, his teammate might steal his thunder. Now how'd he do through the air? He also put up 114 yards and 5 tutties. Also gotta note what an insane season here from Wan'Dale Robinson, 1,300 yards, 11 tutties. Actually outshined old Malik Neighbors, and look at Theo Johnson getting in the action, 10 tutties. And I do want to see something here. Okay, he definitely didn't put up Derrick Henry numbers, which is just insanity. Did want to see, though, where he stood in the broken tackle category. There's a ton of players with over 40 broken tackles, which is just crazy. I finished about like 15th. I mean, not bad. Now, most importantly, what is that overall after his rookie campaign? He is up to an 87 rated. That's 7 overall boost in just 1 season. Already coming in as the 18th ranked halfback in the National Football League, which I promise you is just going to get better and better. I mean, maybe he could reach a 99. Now, I'm assuming since Jackson Dart came in 4th in MVP voting, he probably stole Rookie of the Year, which NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Cam Skattebo. How does that happen? How in the world does he beat out a quarterback that got MVP votes? At the end of the day, though, brother, I'm not complaining. Totally shocked. Totally freaking shocked. So some progress is already being made. Ooh, couldn't quite beat old Saquon Barkley for best running back. Didn't get a single Offensive Player of the Year vote though. It's all a bunch of wide receivers. But hey, brother, this is a fantastic start. Now, did he break any Giants records? Now, he didn't break any Giants single season record, but what about a rookie season record? He broke the all-time Giants single season rookie rushing record, which is good for his first career challenge. I'm not gonna lie though, at his current trajectory, given after just 1 season, I wouldn't be shocked if he did break both of these all-time Giant rushing records. Now, after the season, the team is all the way up to an 84 overall, which is still kind of crazy that they won 12 games. But hey, dude, if they can find a way to win 12 games, maybe they can find a way to win a Super Bowl. So who will we face in Cam Skattebo's first ever playoff game? The Detroit Lions. So don't believe they matched up in the regular season. JK Week 12 in Detroit lost by 14. So that is not a good sign, my friends. And what also isn't a good sign is that we actually have lost 4 out of our last 6 games to end the season, which is never what you want to do going into the playoffs, which is absolutely insane to me, boys. As you see here, is we won, 7 games to start the season? Literally started the season 10-1, dude. Like, we were super close to having a generational season, which will still take a first-round bye. Problem is, though, is I just don't know if it's Mickey Mouse or not. I guess we'll see here. If we can beat the Lions at home, it would be disappointing to lose your first playoff game, and we did. We got demolished. I'm afraid we were frauds, brother. Got outgained by about 80 yards. Brother, Skattebo was averaging 5 yards per carry, man. Giving the ball more. So as disappointing as this was, I still think a solid season 1. Now at this point, I do want to go ahead and simulate to the offseason, and after Cameron won the Rookie of the Year, interested to see if that dev trait gets the boost. Will Cameron be a superstar headed into season number 2? W! Big time moves all around, fellas. As as he actually got another little overall boost. And what really excites me is that if this team can win 12 games, imagine what they can do when they actually get better, which hopefully they will with this money in the offseason, which as always, I have absolutely no say in what the Giants do here. The front office and the front office alone controls what they do with this money. I'm just here to spectate. I'm just here to have a good time. Which looks like they spent about 11 mil what they had. With the question, did they sign anybody of note? Oh wow, they actually signed a pretty good free agent class. Nobody really of note though. Got a decent right tackle in Colton Mikovits, but really that's it. Like he's probably the only player that's going to start for us. It just looks like a bunch of, I don't know, depth. Hopefully they can actually get some impact players here in the draft. Please tell me it was a master class of a first draft. They got a 79 overall left guard in the first round, which is crazy. Also got a 76 overall center in the 5th. So, I mean, the 2nd and 4th round kind of stinky, but man, 2 incredible starters that will fit perfectly on this offensive line. So into Skattebo's sophomore campaign, and I'm not gonna lie, fellas, with the team that we got, I'm super optimistic. Now, one of the things that excites me most about this offense is that obviously have a bunch of young pieces everywhere, but we now have these 2 stud young guns that are slowly and surely gonna progress, and hopefully eventually provide some massive holes for Cameron to run through. But literally, if I'm not mistaken, like everybody I've known in this offense is like 25 years old and younger. So they're just gonna get better and better, dude, and hopefully, you know, maybe even go on a dynasty run. Hopefully, I don't say all that for them to put up a stinker this season. I mean, if last year's team can win 12 games, surely this team can match that. Even though last year I feel like was a little bit of a fluke, I still feel like this team should at least be making the playoffs. Hey, 11 wins and a playoff berth, I will gladly take it. Okay, so we actually got better offensively up to 2nd in the NFL, and our defense also got better. How did we win less games than last year? Well, we had the complete opposite start from last year as we dropped 3 out of our first 5 games. But on the flip side, ended the season off with a bang, winning 6 out of our last 8 games. It is always nice to be playing your best football come playoff time. Hopefully Skattebo can win his first playoff game. Another Jackson Dart masterclass, but how about a Cameron Skattebo masterclass, which of course he hits with an incredible year number 2, 1,500 yards, 5.2 yards per carry, and 12 tutties. It is unfortunate that he did fumble a single time this year, but I'm sure eventually he'll have a 0 fumble season. Unfortunately, through the air this year, only 139 yards and a single touchdown. Still shocks me that Wan'Dale Robinson is putting up better numbers than Malik Neighbors. And checking out the defense, my God, dude, the Giants had literally a historic draft class in 2025 because Abdul Carter now, Cam Skattebo's rookie draft mate, putting up 15 sacks in just his 2nd season. How about any awards though this season, Cameron? No MVP votes for him. He doesn't win Offensive Player of the Year, didn't even get votes. What about best running back? At least, oh, GG, dude. He came all the way in 5th. How? Oh, kind of gross, dude. 3rd in the NFL in rushing yards, about 70 behind Jonathan Taylor, and about 4 touchdowns behind 1st place Saquon Barkley and James Cook with 16. So even though he hasn't led the NFL in rushing yards or touchdowns yet, you gotta say incredible improvement from his rookie to sophomore campaign. Now, what are the odds he's already pushing 95? He's up to a 91, which has him now listed as the 13th ranked running back in the NFL. Talk about an understatement. Now, let's see if he can finally win his first ever playoff game, playing the Bucs at home. I do want to see if we played in the regular season to get a feel for what's about to happen here. Oh, we did lose to them away from home week 4 by 6. A little disappointing, but that was when we were on a rough stretch. Time for Cameron to right his wrong, beat the Bucs that they should have done in the regular season. Gonna be kind of sad if we make it 2 years out of playoff when we lose again. Oh, I'm tired of putting up the stinkers in the playoffs, man. Another gross performance, man, as the Bucs came back in the 4th quarter, scored 13 to win by 12. Goodness, dude, just give our guy the ball more. So as you can tell, this team is right on the brink, man. They just gotta get over the hump eventually, which the organization better hope they get over the hump fast before they have to give Cameron a massive contract, which his rookie deal's over with. And also, now that I think about it, so many rookies. Jackson Dart, these 2 linemen, this lineman's a freaking superstar. Even Malik Neighbors. They're gonna have to get out a ton of new contract extensions to these guys. Like, they obviously can't afford all of them. So better win while you can. So now let's go see, after another incredible season, although we didn't have any success in the playoffs again, if Cam maybe gets a boost up to X Factor. I mean, becoming an X Factor after just 2 seasons would be pretty freaking wild, which he is still a superstar. Which, looking at the offense, you got a ton of superstars. Theo Johnson now became a superstar, which gives us a total total of, what, 6? Oh, Dual Carter already became an X factor, which is obviously nice for the defense. So now time to see if the old front office can actually put together a solid offseason so this team can actually win a playoff game next year and make it to a Super Bowl. Which, to be fair, not terrible. 3 players on 2-year deals, and they all should contribute the next 2 seasons. Cody Maul, actually, I think will be a big starter for us at the right guard position. Oh, he comes in as an 82 overall. We actually lost a right tackle. But if our front office can actually draft a right tackle here, and a good one at that, oh my god, dude. I mean, Cam Skattebo might have the best offensive line in the NFL to run behind. Please don't let me down here, gentlemen. Is there any way they can top last year's draft class? No. Kind of a stinker, not gonna lie. Decent corner, decent receiver, decent tight end, but we need a right tackle desperately, and we didn't get one. Oh god, it was kind of gross, dude. So we took a 75 overall cornerback, and there was an 82 picks later. And there was a good tackle we could have drafted too. We could have played George on the right side, so not gonna lie, a great safety there too. Kind of disappointed. The third time's a charm with this team, right? I mean, the squad is up to an 88 overall, 89 offense, 87 defense. I mean, just look at the surface, brother. I think they are talented to go on a legitimate playoff run this year. No more first round exits, please. You know what, brother? I believe in manifestation. I believe in speaking positivity, speaking truth into life. 15 win season and a Cam Skattebo Offensive Player of the Year award. Honestly, I'd just be happy with the playoff berth, really. The Madden scientist strikes again. I told ya, brother. I told ya. 15-2. And what a start. What a start to the season. 1 loss to the Dolphins, by the way, and the Broncos by 3. So we were 3 points away from going 16-1, dude, and big wins against the Bills, Cowboys, Eagles. Swept the Eagles. Oh, I'm excited to see how the boys did, man. Like, how did we get here? Offense still 3rd in the NFL. Defense went back to 8th, which I think was the same as the first year. I think this is about what we're going to expect from Jackson every single season. How about the main man, though, Cameron? Another masterclass. 1,536 yards, which very easily could be good enough to lead the NFL. 12 rushing touchdowns, which is phenomenal. And also, and most importantly, for the first time in his career, didn't fumble a singular time throughout the regular season, which is good for a second career challenge completed. Maybe now he can actually win his first playoff game. Now, also very important, need to see if 1,500 yards surely good enough to lead the NFL, right? Oh, that's disgusting. That's gross. That's so gross, dude. Oh, it's actually nasty. Came in second by 4 yards when Joe Mixon literally had 60 more carries in him. That's disgusting. That's all right. Joe's going to be retiring soon, brother. Also, unfortunately, didn't lead the NFL in rushing touchdowns. It goes to old James Cook. Telling you, though, Cameron's going to get there sooner rather than later. Question is now, though, is he up to a 95 overall? 93. Now, if he can bump up the X factor this offseason, that overall will begin to skyrocket, maybe even into 99s. We'll say awards would be fantastic. Josh Allen wins MVP. Cameron's teammate in 9th. Yours truly, winning Coach of the Year. It was all me, not the players. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Devontae Smith. Although for the first time in his career, Skattebo did get some votes. What about best running back, though? Surely. There's just no way. I just don't believe it. Wait, how did that even happen? Saquon he ran for what, 300 less yards? Brother, I feel robbed. I guess Skattebo's just gonna have to take out his frustration in the playoffs here. At least win a playoff game for once. You know what? I'm gonna speak it once again. We're gonna get the Eagles. We're gonna get Saquon Barkley to make them pay. I'm telling you, boys, there's something to this hippie nonsense as we do get Saquon and the Eagles in the divisional round. And as you see, just 2 weeks ago, we beat them 31-24. We'll say it's a little scary that they just beat the 2-seed Rams in Los Angeles by 7. I mean, come on, though, man. We beat the Eagles week 2 in Philadelphia by 30. Then we turn things around at home, beat them once again by 7 in week 18. So there's just no way, right? No way after sweeping them in the regular season. They're an 8-win team, man. There's just no way they keep us from moving on to our first ever conference championship and keep Cameron from winning his first ever playoff game. Oh, Cameron, you sexy boy. It is about time, brother. It takes 3 seasons, but Cam Skattebo finally wins his first ever playoff game. And now he's just 1 win away from his first ever Super Bowl. So unfortunately, he didn't play the Lions in the regular season. You just gotta remember what they did to us year 1. So it is the perfect time here to get the ultimate revenge. Beat the Lions here and advance to your first ever Super Bowl. Need 200 yards plus here from you, Cam. And it's been done! Literally just takes 3 seasons for these CTE comrades to make a Super Bowl. And you see what kind of magic can happen when you just give Skattebo the football? 95 yards, 5.9 yards per carry. Let's just not care about what Gibbs did. His performance sucked. Well, I didn't even realize in the divisional round also about put up 100 yards. And at this point, we're just one more Skattebo psychotic performance away from his first ever Super Bowl. And you best believe we're jumping in to lock in, boys. Time for Cameron to be a psycho. And I did want to check and see how the Raiders even got here. They have a young quarterback, Braxton Thompson, as their starter, with Daniel Jones as the backup. What a weird quarterback room. Oh man, gotta see if Skattebo can outperform Genty. It is the battle of the stud running backs. And at receiver, they have young Oscar Cortez at 90 overall, also at 90 rated Jacoby Myers. So they also have a pretty good wide receiver room. Not to mention 99 overall Brock Bowers. So yeah, dude, the Raiders got some talent. And unfortunately, the Giants can start out on defense here, which they force a fantastic 3-and-out. Let's see if we can take advantage of that big stop and ride Skattebo's meat all game long. And decent 2-yard carry. Skattebo up the middle. Not really doing too much. I mean, yeah, we'll be trying to force feed him the ball all game long. So unfortunately, we'll be looking for him out of the flat. He's not open. I think Malik Neighbors will be, though. Who's going to drop the football? What in the world? So unfortunately, got to punt it back to the Raiders here. Who are they're going to score a touchdown, aren't they? Just keep them to a field goal. Hold them to a field goal, please. Back them up. They might have to punt. They do end up punting. What in the world? So my God, offense, get your freaking act together here. At least get a first down this drive. All right, little hole, got about 5. How about we hit him with a little halfback screen action here? Although I don't like this one at all. Oh, God, I'm going to run it anyway. Have to be quick with the football. Screens suck. Out of the backfield. Don't drop it. See? Better hands than Malik Neighbors, apparently. We'll toss to the outside. Terrible blocking. What is that? What did we give you this money for? At the end of one, dude, our freaking offense needs to get their act together fast. Back to another screen, which we actually have some blockers this time. Oh, what a block that time around. Oh, the young rookie or second-year player now with an insane block. Needs to give his veteran right guard some pointers. Skattebo's about to bust. One out here. As mentioned, 15 yards. Handoff. Ooh. Ooh, I told you he's about to bust. One. Tyrone Tracy checks in. Good opportunity to throw a little play action, which, ooh, Theo Johnson is open. Bad throw. Bad throw. My fault. It's all right. Just means we get more Skattebo, which... nowhere to go, really. We might actually have to throw the ball down the field for once to somebody not named Cameron. See how he does in pass protection. Don't want to have to settle for a field goal. Theo Johnson, I'm going to give you an opportunity to not come down with it. I guess we will gladly take the field goal, which gives us a 3-0 lead. Just hate relying on the defense when it's completely out of my hands, and they score a touchdown, take the lead. After all of that. After they keep going backwards again, which they do not. Scenes up 3-all. What are the odds we now can get in the field goal range with 44 seconds on the clock? Will the screen pass? Today's main man is going nowhere. Got to call our first time out, unfortunately. Hopefully somebody can get open. Theo Johnson maybe last second this time. Throws actually on a dime. Keep his feet in bounds. First down. Handoff. Gonna get us about 8. I'm gonna run the ball one more time. Call me stupid. Again. He's ready to bust. He's just waiting to bust. He's been waiting all game to bust one. And not here. Not here. Get like 5. Ooh, he's open. Oh my. Oh no, I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Don't even hold the button down that long, you idiot. And then now we're taking sacks. Goodness freaking gracious, dude. I mean, I guess we'll take a shot at the end zone. This has got to be in the end zone, so if I throw a pick, I throw a pick. Theo. Okay, that's fine. We'll kick the 50... I think you missed it. I don't know why they didn't kick the field goal. After all that, I thought I'd just give it the CPU, you know, since Cam Skattebo is not a kicker, and that's all we're controlling. I'm upset. Come on, fellas. Lock the frick in, man. This is unbelievable. We can't block, can't run, can't do nothing. I actually beg. Somebody gets open here. Malik Neighbors on the run. I can throw an accurate pass that time around. Take it, though. We'll take it sooner rather than later. Again, Tyrone Tracy checks in, so we're going to use this opportunity to try to throw the ball deep for once. Malik Neighbors is open. Little overthrown. God dang it. Tracy in again. Hopefully Skattebo didn't get injured. I feel like he's impenetrable. Like, he's just like not the type of guy to get injured. Like, if he broke his leg, he'd probably still try to play. So hopefully he's not hurt. Again, throw the drag. Get something out of it. Okay, check back in. Thank God. 4 yards here. Oh, did he get the edge? Did he get it? Broken tackle, first down. Huge run there. Come on. Decent size hole. Picking up like 6, 7 a pop right now. But actually fronts this drive. Need to actually punch this in for a tutty. Which good blocks. Again, picking up about 4. Power eye. Oh, it's nasty, nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Ton of space. Ton of space for the main man inside the red zone for the first time today, which is crazy saying that. There's freaking 1 minute left until the 4th. Gonna give Tyrone the football. Gonna pick about 4. I'm gonna give Cam the football again. Who's gonna get nothing? Fellas, I feel like we gotta have it. Cameron, I'm gonna give it to him, please. I didn't even let me try to catch the ball. Like, what do I do, man? Into the fourth quarter, I feel like it's important we get the lead, huh? But I actually kicked the field goal. It's just an ugly Super Bowl. Like, imagine paying like $10,000 for tickets and it's freaking 3-3 going into the fourth quarter. Field goal is up. Field goal is good. It's up to our defense now, which the Raiders score in 2 plays. Ashton Genty, 68-yarder to give the Raiders the lead. Now it's up to us, men. Offense has been so bad. Eventually, we got to score though, right? Hit the drags, get something. Gotta lock in here, boys. The screen. Okay, thank God for the broken tackle. Go, Cameron. Please, please, please. Good. Stay up, brother. Stay up. 62 yards through the air is where he's doing most of his damage today. Do I run 2 straight screens? I feel like they actually had it kind of like they should have tackled me in the backfield. Give him an auto run here, a little inside zone. See if he can continue to bust. Good block. Cameron, go. Truck. Couldn't break the tackle. We are cooking, boys. You know what? Up tempo. Let's keep rolling. The little inside zone. Patient. Cameron cut outside. Gonna pick up about 9. Tyrone Tracy checks in, which we're gonna hand the ball off to him. The middle gets just enough for the first. Actually gonna run hurry up here and see if we can get closer to the goal line before we hit the 2-minute warning. Oh, the slant is open. Wan'Dale Robinson drops the ball. What is happening with the freaking drops? Gotta have it, boys. Cam. Ooh, not good. 2-minute warning, boys. Literally everything comes down to this, man. 2 plays to get 10 yards. Do we have it in us? We should have had the catch earlier, but Wan'Dale Robinson, Malik Neighbors, our best 2 receivers, dropping the football today in vital situations. He is open. Please. Unbelievable. Oh, this is sickening. 4th down and 10. Super Bowl on the line, boys. I beg. Somebody get wide open. I throw it. Skattebo. Interception. Oh no. That might be ball game, boys. Here's the situation, boys. 1st down here, the Raiders win. We lose the Super Bowl. They're throwing the ball over the middle. I'm right there. We're going to call our last timeout. Now, the question is, are they going to kick a field goal? They do. Oh, my. If they miss this, we have the ball. Prime field position. If they make this, I guess we have to score a touchdown either way. But obviously, man. Hopefully they miss. Surely, right? Surely. Unfortunate. Need a miracle here, boys. An absolute freaking miracle. Who's going to provide the spark? Maybe Cameron to the outside. He's going to get a 1st down or more and get out of bounds. That's huge. Plenty of time, boys. Plenty of time. Oh, Cameron again. Just pick up a few yards. Get out of bounds. That's massive that we get out of bounds there. Just want to get wide open, which, again, I throw it to Cameron. And did we get... Oh, the clock's still ticking. Line of scrimmage ASAP. 19 seconds. We have 2 plays left, potentially. 2 plays to the end zone. Need somebody to get open. Jackson, snap the ball, brother. You know what? 1-on-1. Malik Neighbors, please. I need to play bad. Malik Neighbors can't catch it. 4th down and 3. Oh, God, boys. Oh, God. Imagine the scenes, though. Imagine the freaking scenes. Throwing it deep to Malik. Can't even make it to the end zone. Jackson Dart. What are we doing, man? PI. We lose Super Bowl. We lose the Super Bowl. So that might be the one and only time we ever make it here. And if I want the luxury of owning a Cam Skattebo jersey, we gotta make it back somehow. Well, boys, take it in. Soak it in. Remember what this feels like. I think this is the first Super Bowl I've lost all year in a video yet. I don't know what happened. Couldn't get anything going. We'll make it back. I promise. Hey, it'll at least make me better if he becomes an X Factor next week. The sadness continues. Which he is a 93 overall, though, so unless something goes terribly wrong, he should hit 95 next season. Which I do have to point out that he's already 26 years old. And in this game, dude, running backs start to go down in overall by the time they're like 28, 29 years old. Maybe even some go down at 27. So, like, the Giants better take advantage of this guy while they can. He is now a top 10 running back. He has gotten better and better with each year of experience, and hopefully that continues. But will it continue with the Giants, though? That is the big question to remain. He has 1 season left on his rookie contract, and after that, who knows what's going to happen. Zero idea if they're going to be able to keep the core together, brother. Let's just hope they spend all this money wisely this offseason so we can get right back to the Super Bowl next year. Not going to lie, brother. About 70 million of that just vanished. So I'm hoping that was all on a very, very good free agents, which they did go out and sign. Jalen Carter is it. It's a really good signing. Jalen Carter to a 3-year, $100 million contract. It's not really what I expected. Where'd the rest of that money go? They re-signed some players. Okay, Abdul Carter's 5th-year option got picked up, and they re-signed Dexter Lawrence to a 2-year, $76 million contract. Dude, they might not be able to afford Cam Skattebo next season, which is exactly why we need to replenish the roster with some young, cheap talent here. Just please be at least a little bit better than last year's. It's worse. It's actually worse. Like, what's the point? Like, what are we doing? Guess we just gotta hope this core can continue to perform, hopefully replicate last year's results. I mean, especially with the Jalen Carter addition, dude, the team is stacked 90 overall, 92 offense, 89 defense. I mean, I feel like if last year's team can win 15 games, so can this year's. And they better hope they can before everything blows up. Watch us not even make the playoffs this year. So no first round bye this year, but we'll still take 13 wins. Especially after the start of the season that we had, lost 3 games out of our first 6. We have literally finished the season off with a 6-game winning streak. So again, playing our best football at the perfect time. Had the NFL's number 3 offense for the 2nd consecutive season. Defensively, we came in at 6. I feel like Jackson Dart's put up these same exact numbers every single season of his career. But what about the psychopath himself? Cam Skattebo, with a career year, once again continues to get better and better. Almost 1,700 yards and not even 300 carries, which makes for a 5.8 yard per carry average with 14 touchdowns. And gentlemen, that is almost good for 100 yards a game, which is crazy. 0 fumbles on the season once again, and 54 broken tackles. There's just no way somebody else ran for more yards, right? Cameron, oh yeah, brother, by 260 yards over Ashton Genty, who unfortunately did beat him in the Super Bowl last year. But hey, at least he upped him this season on 11 less carries. Did he lead the league in touchdowns? Oh, nah, Hampton screwed us. Super close to killing 2 birds with 1 stone this season. But fellas, progress is progress. Now, while we're here, I do want to see what his overall is up to. And he's officially hit 95 on the dot, which completes another challenge. And hopefully by the end of this season, this superstar will turn into X Factor to complete another one. Now, surely he won another award with those numbers, right? Maybe MVP votes? Not quite. What about NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Marvin Harrison. We came in 10th place, dude. Is this just like is this not a running back award? But thank God, somehow, someway, was able to beat the old majestic Saquon Barkley for the best running back award. So more progress. Now soak it in, boys. Just enjoy this roster while you can, because there's just no way that the front office is going to be able to re-sign everybody. There's not going to be able to afford it. So this very well could be the last playoff run that you see all these guys in the same team. How anticlimactic would it all be if we got first rounded by the Cowboys? That's like the one team we can't lose to in the playoffs. Let's get Cam's playoff win number 3. And fellas, we got ourselves a massive dub. I don't think I've ever seen a game dominated quite like this. 535 yards and not even 200. You had Jackson Dart with the best game we've ever seen him have. Cameron, decent numbers himself. Well, what does worry me is we have the Packers in the divisional round, and we lost to them at home Monday Night Football in Week 5. So can Cameron earn a little revenge here? Oh my God, what is happening? This is crazy work, boys. Crazy freaking work. 51-14, by the way. Another absolute demolition, a throttling in New York. Talk about getting revenge, brother. Hold on a second. I gotta see what's going on. Jackson Dart's on a generational run right now. 9 touchdowns, only 1 interception thrown in these playoffs. Now on the ground, Skattebo, he can't quite break 100 yards, but we'll take that. So now just 1 win shy of back-to-back Super Bowl berths. And I would just love to get that shot at some more revenge. Now all we have to do is beat the Falcons here, who I do not know if we played in the regular season or not. They did earn the 1 seed, so obviously they're pretty freaking talented. We did not get the Falcons in the regular season, but keep in mind as well, brother, we're on 7 straight wins right now, including 2 playoff dubs. So can we keep that winning streak alive here and give ourselves an opportunity to right last year's wrong in the Super Bowl? Now that's what I'm talking about. We'll say it wasn't as pretty as the first 2 playoff games, but we get the dub over the Falcons. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Another chance to win a Super Bowl. Skattebo getting twice the amount of yards that Bijan Robinson picked up. And the only thing that upsets me is that we get an all New York Super Bowl, which means I don't get my chance of getting revenge on the Raiders. Which, before things get way too crazy here, I do have to point out that this win over the Falcons was Cameron's 5th ever playoff win, which completes another career challenge. We'll complete another freaking challenge if you win the Super Bowl here, which I don't get the luxury of playing because I lost my opportunity when we lost the first time. So hopefully Skattebo in simulation is better than yours truly holding the controller, because we need a Super Bowl win to complete his challenge by the end of the day, which 20-14 is nail biter. But by the skin of his shaft, Cam Skattebo is officially a Super Bowl champion. So it looks like the score was a lot closer than what the game actually was, as Jackson Dart, decent performance, but Skattebo again. I mean, we outgained James Cook by what, like 3 times? Now, I'm not really trying to dampen the Super Bowl celebrations or anything, but we don't know if that was Cam's last game as a Giant. But before we go see what they decide to do with this money, whether that be sign Cam Skattebo or not, let's go see if he can finish off potentially his Giant career as an X Factor. Surely after winning the Super Bowl, right? Correct! Oh my god, him and Jackson Dart became an X Factor. Also up to a 96 overall at the age of 27. I just don't know. Just don't know if he's going to have enough time before he starts to go down that he can become a real 99 overall. But hey, at least that's another challenge completed for now. Now, I do think his trickiest career challenge today, whether it be with the Giants or somebody else, is going to end up being leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns, because it looks like he's capped out about 14. Normally there's somebody gets 16, 17. But hey, I say that, he continues to get better and better each year of his career. Hopefully year 5 will be even better. Maybe get 20 rushing touchdowns. Now, I do want to see if they re-sign anybody throughout the regular season. Hopefully they just re-sign Marcus Imbo. Can you please also tell me that we got a Cam Skattebo extension? We did get a Cam Skattebo extension, 3 years for only $35 million. That's a pretty massive hometown discount. At the same time, they re-signed Wan'Dale Robinson, so keeping him together. That's crazy, dude. I feel like he should be making way more money. Although the depressing thing is I do think that means we are going to lose out on Theo Johnson, because I'm pretty positive his contract's up. Well, I was worried about Malik Neighbors, but they already extended him, has 4 years left, so at least he's going to be on Cam Skattebo's team for a little while longer. It's just Jackson Dart I'm worried about now, man, because he's like almost a 99 overall quarterback. His 5th-year option is this upcoming season, so I don't know if they're going to have enough money to re-sign him, because he's probably going to ask for like $100 million a year. But hey, brother, in the meantime, let's just embrace the roster we have right now, maybe try to go back-to-back next season. Which also just noticed they re-signed some other players. Kayvon Thibodeau, 2 years, $30 million. Darius Alexander, $10 million contract. And the one thing, boys, that I am super confused about is why in the world do we spend $30 million on Dak Prescott? There's just so much wrong with this. Oh, that's why. The front office must have not extended Jackson Dart's 5th-year option, and they must have not been able to afford to re-sign him. So apparently Dak Prescott is Jackson Dart's replacement. So where the heck is Jackson Dart at? Oh god, don't tell me he signed with the Cowboys. Imagine we traded quarterbacks. There's just no way, right? No chance. He's a Steeler. The scenes, boys. How do you not re-sign a Super Bowl champion? I just don't. He's 26 years old. That's crazy work. I mean, he did sign a 6-year, roughly $65-70 million a year contract. But still, dude, you gotta find a way to re-sign your franchise quarterback. Like, this is a bold strategy, Cotton. Which also now has me interested if the Giants rather not go and try to draft their franchise quarterback. Garbage. Like, this is just such a bad draft. Okay, wow. They got a 64 overall quarterback in the 3rd round, 271s in the 1st and 2nd. Diabolical, dude. I just have no idea what to expect this next season, dudes. It's like the worst right side of the offensive line we've had in a while. I mean, Dak Prescott at quarterback. Cam's not used to that. Like, so many unknowns with this team, man. Like, the defense still pretty much intact, though. But, like, at the end of the day, this team goes 17-0. It can completely miss the playoffs. How funny would it be if we ended up matching up with the Steelers? Like, how freaking funny. Well, safe to say Dak fit in quite well. Well, did what Jackson never could do and lead the NFL's #1 offense. Defensively, also got a little boost. Okay, now looking at this, didn't put up numbers quite as good as Jackson's, as Jackson I don't think ever, aside from maybe his rookie year, threw double-digit interceptions. But also at the same time, look at these numbers. If we had the #1 NFL offense, surely we had to do a lot of our damage on the ground, which with Cameron, of course, is the case. Career high in rushing touchdowns. You know how I said I was worried about him not being able to ever lead the NFL in rushing touchdowns? There's just no way, no shot, no how somebody had more than 20. Did have 3 fumbles, though. Bad boy. Okay, so he also had his best receiving season ever. Now, we do need to go see, was 20 touchdowns enough to lead the NFL in touchdowns on the ground? Okay, Genty was very close with 19. But we officially do, for the first time ever, lead the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Wait, did he do the double? Oh, not by a lot. By 8 yards, but he did, for the first time ever, lead the NFL in both rushing yards and touchdowns in the same season. And also looks like he led the league in broken tackles by a lot. 11 more broken tackles than Lyle Trapp here. Now, I'm hoping that these numbers also mean he won an award. Maybe Offensive Player of the Year for the first time ever. Obviously, didn't get MVP votes since Madden doesn't believe running back lives matter. You know what does matter, though, is that coach of of the Year award, but did Cam Skattebo, the first time ever, win Offensive Player of the Year? No, robbed. Freaking robbed. Devonta Smith better have had the best season he ever seen in NFL history. I mean, okay, he did put up 21 touchdowns, but I still feel like these numbers were more impressive, especially when you consider he had an extra 4 yards on the ground. Dude, that's like, what, 1,900 all-purpose yards? Disgraceful robbery. But he at least did win the Best Running Back award for the 3rd time in his career, which is good for another career challenge. Just want him to win just one Offensive Player of the Year before he retires, which honestly could be any season now with him being 27 years old and with this being Madden, as a lot of running backs retire very early, and we'll actually probably see him start to regress this offseason, which would suck, dude, because he's all the way up to a 98 overall. I want him just at least to touch 99 before he starts to go backwards. Hopefully he can hit a 99 if they can make it back to the Super Bowl, which we're just going to go ahead and simulate all the way through and see if Dak Prescott and the Giants can make it back-to-back. First, hold on, hold the phone, jump the gun. The Steelers, looks like they did make the playoffs. So Jackson Dart obviously made a mistake. Should have just took a pay cut to stay here. Oh, they were stinky. It's not like he was bad. Now let's see if Dak has what it takes, brother. Imagine Dak Prescott wins his first ever Super Bowl as a member of the New York Giants. The insanity, boys. The absolute insanity that would happen. They made it back. He made it back. That's insane. Why, I can't believe it. When I just simulate all the way through, it just feels like there's too many wins in a row to just get back to back to back, and we did it. 28-25, to be fair, only 2 games in a row. 28-25 by the skins of our shafts. Got the win over the Bucks, then beat the Seahawks by 10. Now all we have to do is beat the Jags. 95 yards in the NFC Conference Championship. Well, only 57 in the divisional, but obviously still enough to win. I want to see it happen, brother. I want to see us win the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. The insane scenes. Cameron's chance at a 2nd Super Bowl in back-to-back seasons, and at the end of the day, we not lose, we get the win, 31-20. And look at that stat line: 15 rushes, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, how insane is that, dude? That's the first ever, I think, the first ever 100-yard game he's had in the playoffs, and it came at a good time. Now, at this rate, brother, I'm kind of hoping that Dak Prescott signs an extension. He's 37 years old, still playing, by the way, still at 86 overall, so he's still solid. And let's see, did it begin to happen? As a now 28 years old, Cameron did start to go down a little bit. He lost juke move, injury, carrying, and acceleration. So maybe he still does have the opportunity to get up to 99 by the end of his career. It's just crazy that 28 years old, by the way, 28, and he started to go down in overall. Ridiculous. Oh, we got it right or wrong here. Make Cam a captain. Now, what are the odds the front office can find a way to keep enough core here to maybe go back to back to back? Not like they have a lot of money to spend, which we finished free agency with negative money, which it looks like they re-signed Dexter Lawrence and Marcus and restructured a bunch of contracts. Don't see anything about Dak Prescott, though, which sucks because we didn't sign anybody to replace him if we lost him. Oh, wow, we have Preston. That's insane. So this team, 2 straight off seasons where they did not re-sign a Super Bowl winner at the quarterback position. I feel like that seems that's kind of important. Hey, at least they've kept the defense together. I guess in this instance, dude, we gotta hope and pray they draft the quarterback of the future here, which is gonna be tough because they have the last pick in the 1st round. So who knows what's about to happen here. Oh, this is the worst draft I've ever seen in my life. They legit got a 63 overall D tackle into the 1st round. They got a 65 overall quarterback into the 2nd round. This is horrible. Literally not one of these players are ever going to start a single down for us. And right there at the end of the 1st round, there was actually a 72 overall quarterback, Earl Certain, just sitting there. Just sitting there. Oh, there's also a 71. Why? Why'd we go 63 overall D tackle? Literally the last position on the entire team that we needed. He doesn't even crack the 5D. Well, hopefully this guy will do. I would not be shocked here if this was the 1st season of Cam Skattebo's career where the Giants didn't make the playoffs. Okay, just kidding. They just got another 1st round bye. And what do you know? Still no Steelers in the AFC side of things. Safe to say this guy must have been okay. Another top 5 offense and another top 10 defense. Not gonna lie, Jaden wasn't too bad. And Skattebo just continues to get better and better, dude. Again, didn't fumble this year, 66 broken tackles, 6.4 yards per carry, by far the best of his career. And let's see, does it happen before he inevitably starts to go down in overall He does, in fact, become a 99 overall running back, which makes him the third best? Hey, we'll still take 99 overall, though. Guy's a beast. Still no Offensive Player of the Year, though, man. Came in 5th. Did get another Best Running Back award, though. Now, let's see if we can get yet again another Super Bowl. Worked last time, so let's just simulate it all the way through. There's just no way they did it again. I refuse to believe it. There's just no way this is happening. They even made it to the Super Bowl 3 consecutive seasons with 3 different quarterbacks. It wasn't even close. 14-point win over the Bucks. 14-point win over the Saints. Now all I have to do is beat the Chargers for Cam to win his 3rd straight Super Bowl. In the divisional round, leading the attack, brother. I mean, I think that's his best ever in a playoff game, unless he went up against the Saints, which, I mean, that's like the same exact numbers. It's actually weird. Wait, there was the same numbers. I looked at the same thing twice. I'm an idiot. This is the divisional round he played in. The divisional round. 7.7 yards per carry, though. It's pretty crazy. Can you do it one more time, though, against the 12-5 Chargers? How funny would it be if I play a game and lose the Super Bowl, yet Cam Skattebo in the CPU goes to win 3 consecutive Lombardis? I'm not that bad, right? Maybe I am. They won again. The young buck I was talking crap about wins Super Bowl MVP. This is crazy what we're witnessing. Literally, if I'm not a moron, they would have just won 4 straight Super Bowls. 28-20, it was close, dude. They actually outgained us. Cameron just doing Cameron things, man. 78 yards and 14 carries, double the output of Marion Hampton. And how does Cam get rewarded for his 3rd consecutive Super Bowl? Regression. Just crazy in this game, man, that you can just continue to be better and better each and every year. You can win 3 straight Super Bowls, but just because you hit like a certain age cap, you start to go down. Like, I feel like I gotta fix that. It's not like he dropped too much, though. He's still at 98. This team could very well possibly win a 4th straight next year. Oh, it happened. A stinker. For the first time in Cam Skattebo's career, his team doesn't make it to the playoffs. They had a pretty good run, though. Yeah, that's the biggest dip backwards we've seen from the offense his entire career, down to 14th. The defense was still good, though. Ooh, it was the quarterback's fault. I think they went with a new quarterback once again. No wonder. 22 picks this season. Bailey, who are you? 77 overall. Obviously a stinker. Don't, like, why 3 straight Super Bowl winning quarterbacks and you don't sign one of them back? Like, no wonder. Like, inevitably, like, that stupid strategy was gonna bite him in the butt. Like, I'm not even mad now. Dumb franchise, dumb organization. But hey, Cam Skattebo keeps doing what Cam Skattebo does. 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Although this is the first year where he didn't get better from the prior. I can't be mad at this, not at all. Hey, and throughout the year, he regained that 99 overall, so that's always a dub. And I kind of just had something completely spoiled here. But kind of surprising news, the Giants went out, signed Cam Skattebo back to a 3-year, $41 million contract. Also, a bunch of other re-signings. No wonder they didn't re-sign their quarterback. Marcus keeps getting contract after contract. Drew Phillips on an $18 million a year deal. Wandale, 2 years, $50 million. And Jose Garcia on a 2-year, $25 million. But again, though, with how running backs are in this game, I really don't know if Cam is going to make it to the end of his contract without retiring. But at least he made it to 30. That big landmark does come with losing 8 skill points, although it is very rare, I must say, for a running back to hit 30 and keep his X factor, so he is a rare breed. But I think what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and simulate 2 more years into the future, see if he can win another Super Bowl, maybe actually win Offensive Player of the Year, and most importantly, make sure he hadn't retired yet. Oh god, dude, it's got worse. I mean, Cam's still a beast at least. Had a really good 2032, kind of tailed back. I mean, it's still great numbers, but for some reason, they handed the ball off 30 less times. That led to the least amount of rushing touchdowns he's ever had in a single season his entire career. Ooh, and 4 fumbles. And they definitely didn't win the Super Bowl last year because Cam Ward and the Broncos did. Surely he's not going to retire after that stinker of a season, right? He can't go out with 6 wins. Now, he's still kicking it as a 91 overall X factor, but at the same time, he's 32 years old. We all know Madden treats 32-year-old running backs like 58-year-old grandpas on dialysis. So I would not be shocked if this next season, which is the last year of his current contract, is the year where he retires. Come on, front office, give him another shot at the Super Bowl. Well, hey, at least they made it back to the playoffs, which another really good season. 1,300 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 12 tutties, and as you kind of see right here, funny enough, our new quarterback is Jordan Love. Which, let me see, is Jackson Dart still even in Pittsburgh? He is actually putting up really good numbers. Oh, he's up to a 99 overall. That's nasty. Can he do it again? Can he make it a 4th Super Bowl apparently not, because we ended up losing to the Panthers in the conference championship. That's nasty. Oh, I'd rather got first round to do. We sucked though. Couldn't get anything going at all. Only 200 yards of offense. Definitely not Cam's best ever playoff performance, although they definitely should have gave him the ball more than 10 times. Is that it though? Is he going to go out a loser? So Kenneth Walker retires. Jordan Burch is gone. Lamar Jackson rides off in the sunset. Jared Verse is gone. Travion Henderson retires, but I don't see. Jahmyr Gibbs is gone. Goodness gracious. It looks like he's given at least another year. I feel like his overall probably tanked big time though. Still an X factor, although his overall is all the way down to 87, which is just so crazy, dude. Like, look at all the points that he lost. 25 skill points he lost in a single season because he's 33 years old. Like, is Derrick Henry losing 25 skill points every season IRL? I don't think so. Like, he still has the numbers. He still has the overall where he could still put up a really, really good campaign next year. I say that, though, with not even knowing if he's going to be a Giant next year. He was on the last year of his contract. It would be depressing, though, if the Giants let him walk his last season. Surely they'll give him at least another one-year contract after the career he's had, right? But the start of the 2035 season, is Cam Skattebo still a Giant? Of course he is. They'd be dumb to let him walk. And Jesus Christ, dude. This left guard is a 99 overall. I don't think I've ever seen an offensive lineman develop into a 99 overall X factor in my life. That's insane. I'm not kidding when I say Matthew Simpson might be the best ever offensive line prospect I've ever seen in Madden franchise. But in the meantime, lock in on Cameron. If this is his last year before he retires, can he at least go off with a bang? I mean, at least make the playoffs here. You can't retire not making the playoffs. So they did make it right back. Hopefully this time they can go all the way, though. Oh, it hurts to see, man. It hurts to see. For an average running back, that's still great numbers. 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. But also at the same time, this is the worst year we've ever seen in Cam Skattebo's career. But who cares, though? Who freaking cares if he can still lead his team to another Super Bowl? Again, though, I'd rather get first rounded here than lose in the conference championship, so please don't break my heart again. I mean, at least you listen to me. That's rough, man. That's embarrassing. 38-7 at home. Again, it's not Cam's fault. 5.9 yards per carry. You give him the ball 20 times, he's breaking 100. This is why you don't sign a new quarterback every season. I will say it has been an incredible, legendary career up to this point. But I will admit, it'd be kind of sad if he retires after that. Like 38-7 is kind of embarrassing. Let's see. Is he going to give it at least one more season? Bijan retires. Derek Stingley. I mean, I don't see him again. Consider me shocked as Cam Skattebo outlasts this center that was drafted at the end of his rookie season, and he outlasted Malik Neighbors. I'm actually scared, dude. I'm actually scared to see what his overall is. It can't be good. He's an 82 overall X Factor at the age of 34, which again is historic. I'm not kidding. It's like an average human in Madden terms, like a 100-year-old. I don't quite think I've ever seen a running back make it to 34, though, which is impressive in his own right. And as you see, he lost 27 points. 27 skill points after his age 33 season. Not slowing him down, though. How funny is it, though, with me wondering about his Tasmanian Devil-like play style that he wasn't going to make it like 28, 29, and here he is still kicking at 34. My only worry is, though, with him only being an 81, I think he was, 82 maybe, I don't know if he's actually going to be a starter next year. And again, also don't know if he's going to be a Giant next year. Last thing I want, I'd rather him retire than him play for a new team. At this point, man, he's got to be a Giant for life. Well, forget what I just said. He's still the starting running back of the New York Giants. Who they have behind him, I guess they cut. So he at least has one more season to add to his career totals, which actually has me curious. He is currently up to almost 16,000 career yards, 141 career rushing touchdowns, not to mention another 2,000 yards and 21 touchdowns through the air. Well, I was going to say he had a chance to break the all-time rushing touchdown record, but apparently Marion Hampton's just gone nuclear. But if anything, let's end off with the bang here, dude. Let's make it back to a Super Bowl. Say that, I'm worried. Very, very worried they don't end up making the playoffs this year. And that would be depressing. You can't end things off like that. Hey, at least they're going out fighting. Although it's not really promising for this playoff run that the team they play in the wild card round, they just lost to last week by 30 points. Oh, what happened, man? Barely averaging over 4 yards per carry. Still putting up 1,200 yards, but only got in the end zone 4 times. Marco stole all the touchdowns. Come on, dude. I just want Cam's career to end off with the Super Bowl. I feel like we're going to get first rounded. rounded. Hopefully not as bad as last year. Oh, he did get first rounded. At least not as bad. He fought, man. He fought with every single inch. And you know what makes me sad? What makes me even more sad about this? Freaking Cam Ward's their quarterback. As a Titans fan, it depresses me. Let's see, though. Is the inevitable about to happen? Bob Richardson's gone. Jordan Love's gone. There's no way he plays another season. There's no shot. There it is. Cam Skattebo officially calls it quits as he goes out as the greatest running back in New York Giants history, breaking both the rushing yard and rushing touchdown record. About getting to 17,000 career yards is crazy. Let's not forget those 3 Super Bowl wins. And don't shoot the messenger, but according to Madden 26, just edges out Ashton Jeanty as the greatest running back to ever live. And obviously Cameron completed his career challenge, and unfortunately he's so popular that his jersey in my size is not in stock right now. Definitely not small enough to be a small or medium, but I'm also not big enough to be a 2 or 3XL. But I'll purchase as soon as it's back in stock, and you'll see it in a video soon. Now, if you enjoyed the career of Skattebo, you can click right here to watch me play the career of his teammate.